Hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining me for my live recipe. I am planning to do recipes for you guys once a week. Okay, and that is a big deal because I really hate cooking. And how many of you know that? But I'm going to give you just a few minutes to pop on if anybody's able to come on. If you can't, that's okay because you can catch the replay. And what I want you to do is if you are here live, let me know you're here. Say hi because everyone who joins me live is going to be entered into a drawing. So say hi. So Gwen, just say hi. I'm here. Let me know you're here. Say hi. I'm here because it does show me Gwen Tejerino has just joined, but it doesn't show that all the time. So if you want to be entered into the drawing, you need to say, hello, I'm here. And it's okay if you are one of my consultants, okay? Thank you so much for coming on. But okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started because I only have a few minutes, and it's just going to show you how quick you can have dinner on the table for your family, okay? So what we're going to be making for you today is the bacon and garlic mac and cheese. Now this is a recipe. Tupperware puts out a lot of recipes and we like to try them, right, to see if they're good. I like trying new recipes because as I mentioned, I don't really enjoy cooking, so therefore when I try a new recipe, it's more like a little project, a little experiment, something fun. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. These are our ingredients, and I'm going to post the recipe as well for those of you, that are interested in the recipe. I am going to post the recipe. So our ingredients are 12 ounces of elbow macaroni, 4 cups of water, half a cup of whole milk, 1 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1 cup sharp cheddar cheese, half a teaspoon of ground mustard, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and 3/4 cup of bacon bits. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to place our pasta in the microwave pasta maker, and we're going to add 4 cups of water. Microwave on high for 10 to 12 minutes. So this is our pasta maker. Now the reason why they have the recipe is because this is actually on sale right now with 2 other pieces, which is the rice maker and the breakfast maker. So our pasta maker goes in the microwave. So this is really great for, apartments, for dorms, or just for you who like quick meals. That's me. Okay, so it's going to be 12 ounces of macaroni. So I bought my macaroni. I buy it in bulk. And I put it in my modular made seed. You can tell when you're low, you can tell what it is. And it's going to stay fresh for a really long time. It's not going to attract any bugs or anything because our seal is liquid airtight. Okay, so it's 12 ounces, which is actually a cup and a half. Okay, so this is a 1/4 cup, so we're going to do two of those. Okay, so 1.5 cups of elbow macaroni. And then we're going to add 4 cups of water. So I already measured this out. This is 4 cups of water. So we're just going to put it right in here. Now, when you cook your pasta in the microwave, you're going to put it in uncovered. Okay, so our pasta goes in uncovered. Now, we do have other products that you can cook pasta in, but always uncovered. So we're going to put this in for, the last time I made it, it was 11 minutes because it says between 10 and 12, and 11 minutes was just right. So cook time, 11. Start. Okay. So while we're prepping our pasta, we're going to get the rest of our ingredients ready. So you know that when you cook things at home, homemade, right, it's going to be healthier for you. and it's going to be cheaper for you as well. So the rest of the ingredients are going to be the milk, the cheese, and I'm going to shred our sharp cheddar cheese, because when you shred your own cheese, do you know that it has less preservatives in it? And when you shred your own cheese, because it doesn't have all those additives, it's actually a creamier cheese. It's going to melt easier. So we're going to use our Grate Master Shredder. So this, our Grate Master Shredder, and this is the way it comes. So these are the accessories. So the shredder is the accessory, and then you have the base. So we have several products that can be attached to the base. Okay, we have the spiralizer, we have the, what else? The grinder. But this one is one of my favorites, which when I say grinder, it grinds your meat. You can, actually make your own ground beef, ground chicken. But this is our shredder, and I really like it because it's so easy. So the base is sold separately, and then once you have a base, you can add any of the accessories on. So so it locks and unlocks. So we have it in the unlock position so we can add our accessory to it. So it just slides right on in, just like this, and you can't mess it up because it only goes one way. Okay, so we're going to put it on, and then what you're going to do is now you lock it. Okay, you're going to lock it. You lock it so that, when you're using it, it's not going to, come apart. But you know what? Look it is actually stuck to your counter. It actually suctions to your counter. Okay, it has a little suction on the bottom. It comes with 2 cones, a fine cone and a coarse cone. Okay, we're going to use cheese that we're going to melt, so it really doesn't matter which one you use. But you know what? We're just going to pick the fine cone. And what you do is you put it right inside here, and then it comes out the end. See, it just comes right out the end here. And then you have the handle, and the handle goes here. And then you just twist it to turn it on, to attach it. Just twist on. So now we're good to go. Okay, now we're good to go. So we're going to put our, oh, that's a little bit too big. Let me get a smaller bowl. Okay. A lower bowl, just so it's a little bit lower. Okay. And we're going to put our block, which is in my freezer container. Right, this is one of our freezer containers. So we're going to put our cheese right in here. Okay, it's just the right size actually. And then you have the guide, and you're just going to push it down as you turn. Okay, you know what? I'm going to turn it a little bit. So I'm going to unlock it so that it comes off, and then I'm going to turn it this way, and then I'm going to lock it. Lock. So you can see it come out, okay? So I just put the whole block in there, so I'm just going to turn it. See what happens. So just comes out. This is probably way more than we need, but I'm going to go ahead and just shred the whole thing. And so this is fine. And then you can also do the coarse one. Okay, I'm going to just push it all the way through. And this just gives you fresh shredded cheese. Okay, that's good. All right, so now we're going to unlock it, take it apart. So that we can get all the cheese out of there. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So our cheese is ready. Now you can also grate carrots. You can grate potatoes if you want to do your mashed potatoes. What else could you grate? You could grate chocolate. You can grate nuts. Just so many things. Okay, so we're done with our grater. And then it all goes in the dishwasher except the base. You don't need to put that in the dishwasher because none of the food touched it. Okay, so if you are here, say hello so that you're entered into the drawing. Okay, so make sure that you comment, I'm here. I'm here. Like Gwen put, live. Now you have to be here live. So you have to comment that you were here for the live. So we have another 5 minutes for our pasta. So meanwhile, I want to tell you that next week I'm going to do another recipe for you because it's going to be the famous cake in the microwave. And for those of you that have ever attended one of my parties, we always do that one because it's pretty incredible how you can do a cake in the microwave in 8 minutes. And what I like about it is that now I don't have to wait. I can just decide spur of the moment, you know what, I think I'll have some cake. Or Leah will say, you know what, I think I want to have some cake. So I want to tell you a little bit about the cake story with my daughter Leah. She loves the cake in the microwave because it's so easy and it's so good. And actually that's what we do when we have our birthday parties. I have a lot of kids, so we're always having birthday cakes. And so one day she said, Mom, I'm gonna make a cake because my friends don't believe me that we can make a cake in the microwave. So I think she made a cake like every day for a whole week. And I told her, okay, you know what? That's enough. We're not supporting the whole school with cake. Okay. So while we're waiting for our pasta, I want to demonstrate to you our measuring cups because when you're making recipes, you need measuring cups. Now, some of you like to wing it. How many of you wing it? Like you don't measure anything. You just throw it in there. Okay, which is fine if you are very familiar with the recipe. But when you're trying something for the very first time, I always do it exactly like the recipe says because if it doesn't turn out, I want to know why it didn't turn out. Because maybe if you change something, that's probably why it didn't turn out. So I always try the recipes exactly as they're, as it calls. And then after I make the recipe, I can decide, you know what, I can change this or I can change that. Okay, so our measuring cups come in a set of 6. So you get quite the collection instead of just the regular 4, with the quarter cup, the quarter cup, the half cup, the 3/4 cups, and the cup. No, you get a third and you get a 2/3 as well. So you get 6 pieces. And then also our measuring spoons are really nice too because these actually snap together. See, we're going to use the 1/2 teaspoon. So if you take one out, they will still snap together. So when you store them, they're always together and you don't lose them. And then if you're going to wash them, right, if you're going to wash them, then you don't have to worry about, sometimes they come in a ring of 4 and you have to wash all of them. Well, you don't have to do that. You just wash the one that you used. So these are pretty neat. And again, they come in a set of 6. Let me turn off my phone. So they come in a set of 6. Again, you get the 1/8, which can translate as the pinch. A 1/4 teaspoon, the 1/2 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, 1/2 of a tablespoon, and then the tablespoon. Okay, so you get quite the collection here. Okay, so we're just going to snap them all back on. And you need these again, especially when you like to try new recipes like me, or you're baking, okay? Because I know that a lot of people like to try, like I said, they don't measure. When you're baking, you have to measure, right? You have to measure when you're baking. Okay, so we have 53 more seconds, a minute. So I want to share with you our our spice shakers. So we're going to use our garlic powder. And the garlic powder, I buy a lot of things in bulk, right? And this is going to save you money because when you buy spices, what are you paying for? The container. All right, so this is what we're going to use. You're going to see that in 1 minute, 25 seconds. And we're going to mix everything up in our medium batsa bowl. Okay, so when we take it out, it has this really cool feature. Okay, so the cover has a little arrow here that's pointing to here because this part here is open. This side is not. See, I don't know if you can see that. See, this part is not open. See here, it's a little open because this is where we're going to drain it. Okay, so check this out. So it's done. So we're going to take it out. Okay. And then we're going to put our, so it has holes on one side. This side here has the holes. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Whoa, getting a little facial there. Okay, so it has holes here. So we're going to put the arrow to the holes. And then we're going to drain it. So it's set, I'm going to put that measuring cup in there because it says to reserve a little bit of water. So we're going to drain it. So see, you just drain it. It's all in one container. You don't even need a separate colander. Okay. Make sure we get all the water out. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to, oh, there's still some water in here, so let me get it out. Oh, you know what? I'm going to leave it in because it says to add a little bit of water at the end anyway. So we're going to go ahead and pour our pasta into our bowl. Okay. And now we're going to add all the rest of the ingredients. 1/2 cup of whole milk. 1 cup of Parmesan cheese. 1 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. 1 cup. 1 cup of sharp shredded cheese, the one we just shredded. Okay. Okay. 1/2 teaspoon of ground mustard. 1/2 teaspoon. And 1/2 teaspoon of our garlic powder. Garlic. And you know what? I'm going to put a little more garlic. See, I made this before already, and Ray said he wanted it with a little bit more garlic. Okay. And 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm following the recipe exactly. And then you just mix it. You just mix it all up. Okay, so we're just mixing it all up. So you know what we're not putting in it? Bacon. You know why? Because Leah ate the bacon. She didn't know that that's what I needed it for. Okay. But when we made this the first time, because we always try it, right, to make sure that it's good. So we're just mixing it all up. So you want to do this right when your pasta comes out so it's hot so that you can, help your cheese to melt. So when I made it for her, she told me that what she liked about it was that you could tell that it was very cheesy. It had a lot of cheese in it, and she was very, very happy with it. Okay, so I just want to mix it up really good. That's it. And there you go. Our homemade bacon mac and cheese. But you can add your bacon, okay? Because I didn't buy the bacon bits because I was going to use the fresh ones. So I hope that you enjoyed that. I'm going to post the recipe for you. Thanks.